This is KARK4 Today in high definition.
Welcome back. We're talking money with a mom's perspective today. Joining us now this morning, Garrison with Asset Protection Wealth Management. And we are very excited to have his mother in the studio this morning. Thanks for joining us, Gary and Mom.
Thank you for having us.
It is a pleasure to have you both. Today we're talking about finances always, but the world of retirement planning from a mom's perspective. You know, moms always know best. And so Nancy and Gary here kind of go back and forth on what moms say compared to what really you should be doing as far as retirement planning.
Right.
And first, Nancy, you say don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Is that right?
That's exactly right. Just be yourself.
Well, I couldn't agree. Especially true with investing. You know, everybody has a different tolerance for risk and how much risk they're willing to take, and there's really no right or wrong answer with that. But what we do encourage people to do is get with their financial advisor and complete a risk assessment form or a risk analysis. It's a really short quiz that'll tell you exactly how much money you should have at risk.
That's number one. What's number two, Mom?
Clean up after yourself.
Oh my goodness, how many times did I hear that growing up? Well, it's a crucial thing to do with your documents, your investment forms, your statements, those type of things. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people kind of do it in a haphazard way, and they may have things on scratch notepads or an old abandoned computer. It's important to know where that is, and I think it's also important to have someone else, a third party, to know where these documents are so that they can access that if something happens to you. And it's also good to have their passwords and login information available as well.
Good advice. Number three, Mom, what you got?
Where do you think you're going?
I've heard that one too. Yeah, I know. Well, it's funny, you know, if you have a destination without a plan, it's a recipe for disaster usually. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't have a plan. And so when you're planning for retirement, you really want to, you know, have a retirement date picked out and then stick to that date and make all of your investment decisions and choices based on that retirement date. Typically, as a person gets closer to retirement, you want to have less of your assets at risk than when you're younger.
Absolutely, and we're almost out of time, but quickly, number four. This is one that Gary's mom says, and probably your mom said as well.
Money doesn't grow on trees, you know.
That's exactly right. And you know, if so many people are not going to get an unexpected windfall during their retirement years, and so it's very important as you're approaching retirement to not have all of your investment assets at risk, and certainly kind of wean down the risk factor on your 401ks, IRAs, and those type of things, so that you can actually have a good retirement and get a good income off of that. But most importantly, go see a good financial advisor that can help you assess your needs.
Gary Garrison with Asset Protection Wealth Management, thank you so much for joining us. And his mother, Nancy, a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having us, Mallory.
Wonderful. Round of applause. Moral of the story, always listen to your mom.
That's right.
I agree.
Good
there
advice.
There you go. You're a good one.